Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. It's time for our weekly visit to the Squared Circle and Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, happy to have you with us. Hope the day finds you well. Alright, without any further ado, let's shaka-da-boo-ka-da-boo! Get everybody up in the top corner here, or at least me up in the top corner here. As we're all set for some Fire Pro action. First up, as per usual, we're going to go ahead and get to a 10-match supercard in the GWA. Oop, hang on. Good. Make sure it recognizes my controller. Now we have a few friends visiting us for this event, so we might have to game this a little bit if they decide not to show up for work for whatever reason. So let's cross our fingers, and hopefully everything will be smooth into the match. Okay, match listings, perfect. We are good to go. As you can see, we have almost sold out a 65,000 seater. We are again trying to max out ticket prices and doing a pretty good job of building up to sellouts at the maximum allowed purchase price before we reboot the universe, which to me is like the ultimate victory, right? If we become like the most popular wrestling franchise in all of the Americas, literally touring football stadium to football stadium, selling them out for like a premium price, like the ultimate touring brand of professional wrestling. That'd be a really good jumping off point, and something like a fever dream, hopefully, when we get to the hard version of promoter mode and see if it's actually a challenge to ascend to these heights. We did it far quicker than we expected. Mind you, we resorted to some rather dirty tactics to get there. We're making amends. We lent Rey Mysterio to Major League Wrestling, speaking of making amends, because we're trying to foster relationships with other promotions here. And in so doing, he captured their Junior Heavyweight Championship. So, fair is fair. We invited from MLW, Filthy Tom Lawler is here to challenge Rey Mysterio to try to get his Junior Championship back. I believe he was the champion that Rey beat in the first place. So the rematch is set, and we are underway. Load. Taking our time here. As always, the creature on feature, we stroll down the Gnarly Wrestling aisle. Senior official here, Mr. Bigfoot, in charge of the action. We are underway. You see a quick shoot of the legs there by Tom Lawler, making use of their MMA background. I expect him to try to ground Rey Mysterio. I don't know if Rey Mysterio's normal counter offensive tricks will work against a competitor like a Tom Lawler, but I could be wrong, as I did not see their MLW matchup wherein Rey Mysterio defeated him for the title in the first place, so... very focused out of the gate so far, sticking with their strengths, that strike game, that ground game, very much an MMA influenced pro wrestling style. Meanwhile, Rey Mysterio showing that American Indie and Lucha influence, mind you, the American Indie influence that is mirrored back to Rey Mysterio based on everyone trying to copy his moves back in the day. Influential high flyers of all time. I don't really consider Rey Mysterio a high flyer. One of the most influential luchadors, of course. One of the most influential counter wrestlers of all time. But despite that frog splash that he is in tribute to Eddie Guerrero, I don't necessarily consider him a high flyer, but very much like a technically athletic and acrobatic style more than anything else. It's really hard to put into words because I've never really tried to before, if I'm perfectly honest. We are approaching 5 minutes here. Wolfman's still slugging it out. I would expect Lawler to get the better of that exchange, and he did. Ooh, and another shot to the back of the head there, further dragging Rey away from the ropes, but Lawler going to take a bit of a breather. Oh my goodness me, just raining the fist down now. And this is a submission move.
5 minutes gone.
It was up to Rey to break that. Or to give up.
1, 2.
Very interesting there. Let's see. Rey Mysterio testing the cardio capacities of Lawler and must have seen something he liked as he saw that senton to the back immediately afterwards. Ropes he comes this time. Oh, sliding dropkick to the back of the head. Drops him once more to the canvas, does Rey. And up top he goes. Diving Rana into the roll-up. Not too close to the ropes. Oh, vicious knees to the face from Lawler in counter here. Trying to get back on the offensive end of things. And win back his MLW Junior Championship. Styles Clash from Tom Lawler. Into the cover, 2! Rey kicks out. Rey now creating a little time and space. Oof! Nice tope over the ropes though. After taking the time he needed to set Lawler up. Reminder, there are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor of a GWA ring. The only way we can render a victor is once both competitors are back inside. Goodness gracious me, more vicious knee strikes to the face of Rey Mysterio from filthy Tom Lawler, catching his breath before locking in a front choke with the body scissors. What my sibling affectionately calls the koala lock, as employed by Roman Reigns recently. And another Styles Clash, this time on the floor. Oh! And now he steals a cold red out of Rey Mysterio's playbook. I just learned how to steal moves the other day. Rey into a victory roll! Almost surprises Lawler there. Despite Lawler being heavily in command on the ground, Rey again almost gets the victory. Oh, a huge spine buster. Oh, now working the midsection of Rey into an ankle lock. Wraps himself around the leg as well. Got that knee barred. Oh, Rey somehow squirts free of that. Vicious submission attempt there from filthy Tom Lawler. Hanging on for dear life, trying to regain the MLW Junior Championship. Both men the worst for wear in this one. Lawler was very much in control on the floor, but back to a stalemate in the ring as both men are slugging it out once more. Oh! Rey Mysterio absorbing that discus lariat, settling the argument with a drop kick. Oh, initially countered that MMA hold. Now, nice key lock. No, not a key lock. That's a hammer lock. Like the arm hammer. Oh, enziguri from Rey. Relying on traditional wrestling counters versus the hybrid MMA style of a Tom Lawler. Pretty even the matchup so far, but Rey to the top. Looking for this roll-up he tried earlier. Lawler gets out of the way. Sweeps the leg of Rey. Oh, and crits up, and that's it! Slides forward into a neck lock. Rey Mysterio injured. Oh dear, oh dear. Forced to tap immediately, and filthy Tom Lawler regains the MLW Junior strap. Oh, that horse collar. The collar lock, let's call it. Or the horse collar is what some people call the stretch muffler. Okay, the collar lock. I mean, we're going to call that the victorious move, but Rey was KO'd in that one. We'll get an update on their condition later on. Tom Lawler returning the MLW Junior belt to MLW in a heated opening contest here. Up next, we have action in our tag team division as regular team The North, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, are heading up the heavy-duty Camp Firefly combo of Wardlow and leader Bray Wyatt. I wish they had loading screens that was more than just this. Perhaps I'll have to make some in time for the reboot. We are underway here. As always, the creature on feature senior official, Mr. Bigfoot, in charge of the action. Action. Ethan Page and Wardlow starting off. Ethan Page in the purple. Wardlow in the dark singlet. I feel as though I might need to edit this Ethan Page and take away a little bit of the tummers, because it doesn't quite reflect his most recent fitness regime, let's say. Off the ropes he sends Wardlow now. Oh. Bowled over in the early going. Like a powerhouse. Wardlow, practitioner of the F10. twice as deadly as the F5, so he would think. Mind you, Brock Lesnar hit him with it. He'll never lift that. Josh Alexander quickly in now. And we see the North more familiar with each other as a straight tag team. Whereas though Wardlow and Bray Wyatt are stablemates, Bray Wyatt not really known for their tag team prowess. In fact, in most of the tag team contests involving them and other members of Camp Firefly, they tend to wait on the apron for as long as possible before offering any sort of assistance, if any indeed is offered at all. Oh, throat thrust. Momentarily stunning Josh Alexander. So Bray Wyatt can get the upper hand here, luring him back into the red corner. Smartly done there by very psychologically skilled Bray Wyatt. Let the creepy mask fool you, or perhaps do. It is all very much psychological warfare when you're in there. With the likes of The Fiend, in current non-burned form. We do not have the extra tasty crispy version of Bray Wyatt in the GWA. See Ethan Page now in on the side of the North, but Bray Wyatt resolute and trying to keep his opponent in the red corner for as long as possible, perhaps in service of making his own tag. There we go. Luring Ethan Page back in, and now we're back to Page and Wardlow. Going toe-to-toe. Trading punches now. Ethan Page winning that battle. Oh, big clothesline. First he goes. Big back elbow. Dropping Wardlow. Now to work on the arms and shoulders of the big man before tagging quickly back in Josh Alexander. I feel like the North's advantage is going to be their familiarity with one another as a pure tag team and their ability to tag quickly back and forth, try to keep either Wardlow or Bray Wyatt off their game. Wardlow, noted powerhouse, and Bray Wyatt known for their almost superhuman ability to absorb punishment. So trying to keep them a little bit on an uneven keel is preferable at all times when facing them, especially when you have the opportunity to vary offense between multiple members of a team. You know what I'm saying? Now Josh Alexander sent to the outside. Everyone joins them in the red corner. Oh dear! Assisted powerbomb by the Camp Firefly members. Now here all four gentlemen intent to slug it out. Oh, nice! High kick there from Ethan Page. What a karate man. We passed the 10-minute mark in this one, and things are breaking down on the outside. Oh, Sister Abigail to Josh Alexander on the floor from The Fiend. Then that Uranagi variation of his to Ethan Page. Oh, and then an F10 to Josh Alexander, almost thrown into the crowd by Wardlow. Camp Firefly content to roll back in. Josh Alexander grabs a chair. Now there's a 5 count for DQ. Oh, he gets reverse powerbombed right onto the chair that he brought into the ring before Bray Wyatt takes out to Wardlow. Very interesting move by Josh Alexander bringing the chair in the first place. Did not work out in his favor though, as he smartly tags out to Ethan Page after suffering a vicious reverse powerbomb onto the face of that steel chair, face to face. Back to Page and Wardlow just as we started things 12.5 minutes ago. Big side slam there from Ethan Page. Wardlow's had enough, and in comes Bray Wyatt now. Can lock on that mandible claw anytime, anywhere, on anyone. To great effect. Can the Fiend. Ethan Page, meanwhile, will be looking for that spinning Dwayne, their variation of a rock bottom. Put a lot of torque on it. Is all ego. And they're battling now. The leader of Camp Firefly, Bray Wyatt, who just got dropped on his head and rolled through much faster than Ethan Page got back to his feet. Back elbow drops him this time. Oh, and a nice elbow from the top now from the all ego Ethan Page. And we are back to fisticuffs. Trading punches. Ethan Page once again winning another strike battle, but unable to follow up immediately. Bray Wyatt chases him back to the blue corner. Josh Alexander's tagged in. Nice double team by the North, but unable to immediately follow up is Alexander. Bray tags in Wardlow. Oh, now a taste of their own medicine. An assisted powerbomb of their own to Josh Alexander. And now Josh and Wardlow are going tete-a-tete. Oh, huge clothesline ends things there in Wardlow's favor. Alexander has enough, and back in comes Ethan Page. Sending Wardlow to the outside. Nice mix and match strategy here. Oh my gosh! Josh Alexander with a double underhook pile driver to Wardlow on the floor! Oh, Wardlow hits a Uranagi! And now a clothesline! Oh, rolling heels to Wardlow there. Heavy-duty offense on the floor from Alexander and Wardlow as you see both Ethan Page and Bray Wyatt looking on. Huge choke slam to Alexander. Alexander is not the legal combatant for the North. It is Ethan Page who is waiting in the ring. Bray Wyatt could at any time join All Ego Ethan Page in the ring and go at it, content to watch the carnage from where they stand on the apron of the ring. Alexander now escaping the onslaught from Wardlow, who bats Ethan Page to the canvas before casually tagging in Bray Wyatt. Double powerbomb to Ethan Page. What a display of power there from Wardlow. Oh, huge suplex slam from Wyatt. Off the ropes he sends Page. Headbutt drops him to the mat. There hits his Uranagi variation as well. Page able to scramble to the corner, get Alexander involved. Wyatt fends off the double team and then immediately locks in the mandible claw, and that's it! That is it! Just before the 20-minute mark, Bray Wyatt jams his greasy, disgusting fingers down the gullet of Josh Alexander. No choice but to tap out there. Wowzers. After that onslaught from Wardlow, not much of Josh Alexander left to withstand the pain of the mandible claw. Alright. Wardlow and Bray Wyatt looking deadly in that one. Ah! Okay. This is the first in-house title match. Well, kind of. Last month, in one of our famous multi-person Strange Bedfellow #1 contender tag team matches, New Japan Pro Wrestling Junior sensation Kevin Blackwood picked up the victory and became the #1 contender to Asuka and the Stardom Junior Heavyweight title. We're going to go to that matchup right now. So this one has a potential to send one of our titles to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Let me just write in that Lawler was able to successfully regain their MLW strap by choking out Rey Mysterio. I hope he's feeling okay. As I said, we'll get an update at the end of the show. Just a look here from Kevin Blackwood, very heavily tattooed individual. Very impressive moveset on display in that I believe it was an 8-person tag that they were involved in, but I'm not quite sure. That multi-person tag, regardless that they were involved in last month. But let's see if today of all days they are ready for Asuka. As per usual, the referee on record here is Senior Sasquatch, the one and only referee qualified to be in charge of the bouts here. As you stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle, quick cover there, no counts, as senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Kevin Blackwood reversing Asuka off the ropes. Asuka in turn reversing the Irish whip attempt. Another display of nice counter wrestling here from both competitors. A feeling out process, as I believe Blackwood and Asuka have never faced each other in any international competition before. Otherwise, Blackwood might know you might not want to trade kicks with Asuka, as he's on the losing end of that strike exchange. Oh, nice underhook belly to belly. You see a lot of wrestlers using that in recent days. The underhook variation of the belly to belly, really able to use their opponent's weight against them better. And you can hook underneath the armpits to help lift your opponent, as opposed to just grabbing them around the middle. first popularized here in the GWA, if I may be so bold, by Daniel Bryan, I think, was the first I noticed. Hitting it, speaking of, huge diving headbutt there from Asuka to the between the shoulder blades of Kevin Blackwood. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the logic of that one, but let's see what the Stardom Junior Heavyweight Champion can do in this here title defense, as we are just 5.5 minutes deep, and Asuka very much feeling it. There's a couple of mid-kicks, drop challenger Kevin Blackwood to the canvas. Oh, nice enziguri from Blackwood, but both competitors are back up at the same time, and Asuka regains control quickly with that hip attack. Now bodying Blackwood to the center of the ring. What does Asuka have in mind here? Don't quite know. Won't quite find out. Blackwood doing everything they can to fend it off. Nice counter into a dragon screw from Asuka. Off the ropes again, another hip attack. She's maintaining her offensive advantage now. Oh, high angle backdrop there. Nicely placed. And now a dragon screw from Blackwood in response. Oh, buzzsaw kick to the side of Asuka's head. Again, I don't know if you really want to trade kicks or go kick for kick with Asuka's. You see now Blackwood countering into a back suplex and another buzzsaw kick into the cover this time. Trying to beat Asuka to her own game is challenger Blackwood. Didn't expect this strategy. Almost was a successful one. And that last attempt, once more, back to the midsection goes Kevin Blackwood, now content to catch their breath before being snap suplexed into the turnbuckles by Asuka. Dragged away from the ropes. Into the Asuka lock, but she might be too close to the ropes herself. No. Blackwood's got to fight free or tap out. Fights his way free, does Kevin Blackwood. Off the ropes again, another hip attack. Drops Kevin Blackwood to the canvas, and out of the ring he goes. Asuka in full command of this one at this point. Whipping Kevin Blackwood into the guardrail. As we pass the 10-minute mark, Asuka stomping away on the challenger. Countering a kick into a dragon screw is the Empress of Tomorrow. Nice Northern Lights by Kevin Blackwood. May have bought him some time, and it does. Buys him the time he needs to roll back into the ring. Can't render a verdict unless you're in the ring. Another Northern Lights. 2! Oh, almost puts Asuka down! Blackwood pressing the advantage with a belly-to-belly. Dragging Asuka away from the ropes. Into a step over crossface. Trying to make Asuka tap. Asuka able to break free. Now they're going kick for kick. Blackwood with the jumping enziguri. Has to catch his breath though, unable to immediately follow up. Counters in a suplex attempt by Asuka. Thinks he's got it in the bag, does Kevin Blackwood. What does he have in mind? Buzzsaw kick to the side of the head. May have knocked her out. Oh, elects not to go for the cover. Oh, into the midsection this time. Asuka fighting from underneath here now. Oh, countered. Things are swinging the challenger's way in a big bad way. Asuka able to fight through that dragon screw, but gets kicked and battered back down to the canvas. Blackwood says this is it. Off the rope she goes. Oh, running boot to the face from Blackwood. Hooks the leg deep. 2, 3. Kevin Blackwood, your new Stardom Junior Champion. And the belt goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Uh-oh. Now we got to find somebody to take the belt off of Kevin Blackwood. Cool. In a 5-star classic. Hot diggity dang. All right, I'll take it. Woo. Kevin Blackwood withstanding the offensive Asuka, able to turn things around in the late going. That flurry of offense, able to put her away with that big boot to the face, dimming the lights of Asuka. Got ourselves a new Stardom Junior Champion. Okay, 2 title matches, 2 new champions. And speaking of champions, we have Nexus, another of our world-famous 6-person strange bedfellow #1 contender tag team matches, where we are looking to crown ourselves a #1 contender for the Stardom Heavyweight Championship and the opposition of one Roman Reigns on next month's show. I can see that Thomas Walker is heading one team, meanwhile Miro is on the side of the other. Let's get down to the ring and see who their partners are. Oh, also looking at our attendance capacity, it seems that a few people have left. That's weird. We're putting on a great show, but that's okay. Maybe people are only here to watch the certain title matches, and now they're shuffling off. Anyway. To the ring we go. As I said, Thomas Walker, I already know, is representing the industry on Team Blue. Miro representing Major League Grapplers on Team Red. Oh dear. Alright, so taking a look at these squads, we have Miro from the Major League Grapplers, Zeus from Los Ricos, and Luchasaurus on Team Red. Meanwhile, in the black and purple currently in the ring there is Thomas Walker representing the industry and Team Blue in this case. And I saw in his corner, leader of the Demon Club, Finn Balor, and Sami Callihan rounding out the team in the blue corner. Miro currently well in control of Thomas Walker in this one. Thomas Walker, the dirtiest player in the game as far as the GWA is concerned, as they are able to smuggle a fork into all of their matches somehow, tagging out, as they have just done, to Finn Balor. He's going to see Luchasaurus in action for the first time. Nice shoulder tackle there from Miro, leaving Finn Balor in a vulnerable position for teammate Luchasaurus, who gets a couple licks in. Nice athleticism from the big man in that counter. Now, as per usual, there is a tag team and individual strategy at play. You want to put your team in the best position to win the match, obviously. I mean, if your team wins, you get to split the winner's share of the purse. But if you are the individual that scores the pinfall or submission, hang on. Quick 2 count on Luchasaurus. That was surprisingly fast for a 2 count, as we're only 3.5 minutes deep here. Keep an eye on that. If you are the successful individual to score a pinfall or submission, you also get the added bonus of becoming #1 contender to, as we said, the Stardom Heavyweight Championship of the World, and the honor of facing its champion, Roman Reigns, at the next GWA show, booked next week, right here on this very channel. As we see Sami Callihan, and they're against Los Ricos' insanely popular Zeus for the first time. One of the powerhouse members of Los Ricos. Internationally renowned, certainly in this wrestling universe. Like S's and A's across the board. Anywhere Zeus goes, he packs the arena. I don't know if the audience is necessarily aware that these are #1 contendership matches, but I can guarantee you that the competitors are aware. I mean, in terms of, like, obviously the game doesn't recognize what I'm attempting to do here, where I'm, instead of picking a contender, I'm trying to determine one in some form or fashion. But I like to think that just adding as much star power as possible helps us sell out these here football stadiums. As you see Thomas Walker accounting himself quite well against Zeus there, keeping the big man in the blue corner so he can go to work. Oh, nope. There, Zeus ducks the kick and gets Miro back involved. Oh, before tasting Ushi-Garoshi. There's something to remember Thomas Walker by for Zeus on his way out of the ring. Early Boston Crab attempt to no avail on Miro there, just trying to wear the big man down. Quick tag to Finn Balor. Much the same goal in mind. Quick tags against the larger team, I would think, on the red side. Might be to the advantage of Team Blue, as they are at least 2 out of the 3 of them, I would say. The smaller and more athletic squad. Up goes Thomas Walker. Speaking of, nice high angle diving elbow immediately into the cover. Both Luchasaurus and Zeus in there to help break it up. Zeus pitching in with a nice slam. Luchasaurus gets the tag, and now they suplex Thomas Walker to the floor. No countouts or DQs here. Thomas Walker trying to fend off all 3 men so far. So good. Oh no. Big suplex there from Luchasaurus, who gets powerbombed by Callihan and Balor. And Luchasaurus, I don't know if they should technically have been cleared for this one. Their neck has always been a sore spot, no pun intended. So they are kind of wrestling on borrowed time At least this version of Luchasaurus in this universe. Oh my gosh, Sami Callihan with a sledgehammer to the dome of Luchasaurus, trying to crack the dinosaur's skull wide open. And now Death Valley Driver on the floor to Luchasaurus as well. Nuts to your Nexus, Sami Callihan. Meanwhile, all three members of Team Red now trying to help figure the fight out. I know Thomas Walker is legal for Team Blue. It looks like Luchasaurus for Team Red, and now Luchasaurus getting stabbed with the fork. This is a DQ if he does it to a count of 5. Broken at 1, but you can see Luchasaurus already busted open. Damage done. Nice flurry there by Luchasaurus, able to make the tag. Oh, big boss man slam by Thomas Walker. Scrap buster, they call it. Able to tag in Sami Callihan now fresh. Callihan and Zeus going tete-a-tete. Oh, nice. Bottom drops out for Zeus there. And then a big clothesline from Callihan. Now he's maneuvered Zeus into his side of the ring. Oh, step kick to the back of Zeus's head. Off the ropes he sends him. Big backdrop there. Just fighting his way free. And he might go for a tag. Exact some revenge on Callihan. Nothing doing as he gets Death Valley Drivered into the canvas. Oh, and another clubbing blow, this time to the back of the head. Off the ropes come Callihan, another clothesline drops Zeus. Oh, Zeus with a clothesline of his own. Flips Callihan inside out, allowing him to tag Miro immediately into the game over. Balor in to break it up as we pass 15 minutes. Dire situation there as Miro had it locked in. Nice spin kick there from the best man. Oh, exploder suplex to Callihan. Miro grinding him down to the canvas once more. Big kick to the back of the head. Into a cover. 2, 3. Got him! Miro knocks out Sami Callihan, earning himself #1 contendership to the Stardom Championship and Roman Reigns. We're going to have a WrestleMania rematch next month. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to have Miro come out on a tank. Oh no, he was against John Cena. Wow, I just automatically picked the face of WWE. And in my head, well, it's Roman Reigns now. It's always been Roman Reigns. It will always be Roman Reigns. We've always been at war with Europa. All right. Not a WrestleMania rematch at all. Should have been a WrestleMania match at some point, but they never really did too much with Miro after his one really good moment coming out on a tank. That was the high point for his career. To this point. All right, let's see what he can make of his opportunity to become Stardom Championship next month in GWA here, though. That might be a new career highlight if he can best Roman Reigns. All right, now coming up right before the break, and this is just a fictitious break because I try to book things as though there were an intermission after match 5. So, going into quote-unquote intermission, we won't take a break, we're just going to keep rolling. We have another title match for you. The freelance heavyweight belt is on the line. Champion Penta El Zero M representing Demon Club against the unaffiliated Willie Mack, who won the right to face the champion in one of these spectacular 6-person tag team matches, the likes of which you literally just saw. Okay. So down we go for the next match here. Ba-ba-da-ba. Fight! Willie Mack sporting the Lakers colors. Penta El Zero M in their traditional black and white garb. Freelance Heavyweight Championship on the line in this one. Champion Penta likes to end things in the 10 to 15 minute mark, much like other members of the Demon Club. Looking at you, Doc Gallows. Willie Mack is in it to win it. Has the fighting heart of a champion. Let's see if he has the performance to match in this one and can upset and unseat Penta El Zero M. Nice leg sweep there from Penta. But as we said, looks to strike hard, strike fast, and wrap up his matches in around the 10-15 minute mark, having done a significant amount of damage in that time. Big press slam there from Willie. Now he sends Penta into the corner early, but Penta able to fight his way free and reverse things. And able to wail away on Willie Mack as Penta Chops to the chest into a quick cover. Testing the cardio of Willie Mack. He's getting a 1 count there. And they're slugging it out. Willie getting the better of that exchange. Penta not losing any time though. Right back to the offense is Penta El Zero M. Now that seated Rings of Saturn. I don't know what else to call it. I'm sure it has a much easier name. First off the ropes. Into the wheelbarrow. Bulldog from Penta El Zero M. Nice bit of athleticism there. Dropping Willie Mack with a suplex. Willie Mack able to fight his way to his feet first, though. Oh, but gets rolled through. Was attempting the chocolate thunder bomb, I think, there. And able to counter. I was not surprised. That attempt by Willie Mack. Now sends Penta to the corner. Huge clothesline. Oh, and then arm whip into the corner by Penta. Willie Mack unable to this point to sustain any offense. Able to get maybe a move or two. And then Penta is able to get like 4 or 5 before Willie Mack is able to do anything else. There you see 2 moves from Willie Mack, and then a counter by Penta. Oh, back and forth a little bit. Rolled up.
1, 2.
For 2 is Willie Mack. Now 6 minutes deep, once again going for the chocolate thunder bomb, and Penta able to counter. Ooh, follow-away slam from Willie Mack there. Up top he goes. Big frog splash, but too close to the ropes. Penta counters into a package pile driver. Now pulls Willie away from the ropes. Rolls him up. Rolls him over. Rolls his way to victory. No! Willie Mack just able to escape there. Follow-away slam from the challenger. Off the ropes he goes. Leg lariat to the side of Penta's face. But in countering, able to suplex Willie Mack to the floor. This is where Penta wants the fight to go. No countouts or DQs out here. He's able to do anything he wants. Oh my God, including get dropped on his head by Willie Mack with an over-the-shoulder pile driver. And now a package variation to Willie Mack from Penta. Taking turns, dropping each other on the stack of dimes they call a neck. Oh, big super kick under the chin of Willie Mack. As you see the clock ticking away, we passed 9 minutes. Penta driver on the floor. That could have put Willie Mack away. Oh, and a stunner in response from Willie Mack. All the signature offense coming out now. Another follow-away slam from Willie. Rolling back into the ring. Boom, over the shoulder pile driver once more into the cover. 1, 2. No, Penta kicks out. Back to square one. Here they are slugging it out. Forearms and fists. Super kick from Penta. Settles that one. Off the ropes he sends Willie. Poor timing on that. Both men collide and go down, but Willie Mack up first. Trying to position Penta, but it's very difficult in that corner of the ring. As you saw, Willie Mack having to back up there. Allow Penta to hit that super kick. Oh, what a backdrop! What a backdrop suplex from Willie Mack! Sends him into the corner. Oh, was setting up for a huge clothesline, but Penta able to avoid it. Nice exploder from Willie Mack. Dragging him away from the ropes. This could be Willie's time. He's got to find that one move to put him down and out. Oh, Penta with a sling blade. The champion with a super kick. Oh, was looking for the Penta driver, but Willie countered again. Oh, roll up, roll up. 1, 2. Willie Mack out at 2. 13 minutes gone in this one. Essentially overtime for Penta El Zero M. Oh, nice counter there. Kicking the legs out from underneath Willie Mack. Now Penta El Zero M able to drag him to the center of the ring. What's he got in mind? Oh, cracks the back of Willie Mack. Oh, fall away from the champion. Both men down, both men up at the same time. Package pile driver in the center of the ring from Penta El Zero M into the cover. 1, 2, 3. What a title match and a successful defense from Penta El Zero M. Able to survive that contest. Willie Mack in 14:45. Told you, between 10 and 15 minutes. Oh, 99%. Another 5-star matcheroo. Oh, those people that left are missing one heck of a show. I can tell you that much. Overall card rating, the first half of this show, 94%, including a 100 and a 99. Now in the second half of the show, we are starting things off with our second of two #1 contendership Strange Bedfellow multi-person tag team matches. In this one, we are going to determine a #1 contender to the GWA Junior title and a shot at Jonathan Gresham in the main event of next month's show. Jonathan Gresham coming off that 2-3 falls victory against Naomi, who earned her shot in a match very much like this one. Okay, I'll just make sure to save one more time and then get down to the ring as I see Natalya be captaining Team Blue against Hikaru Shida's Team Red. Let's see who they're partnered with. Even though I booked this literally last night, far be it for me to remember. It was probably like literally 12 hours ago. It's probably 3 in the morning when I did it. So, oh my gosh, that's also something else I forgot. Okay, so Natalya for Team Blue is teamed up with Mark Andrews, representing the Major League Grapplers, and Alex Zane from Camp Firefly. Meanwhile, you can see them on the apron there, Hikaru Shida is teamed up with, on Team Red, Rouge from Los Ricos in white and gold, and new signee to the GWA. That's right, Scorpio Sky was asked for and was granted their release from the company. And since we need 50 wrestlers on our roster, we stole Kushida from NXT, who is now here and immediately involved in the #1 contendership match for the GWA Junior Heavyweight strap. Oh, a big go to sleep from Hikaru Shida to Natalya. Tags Kushida into the matchup against Mark Andrews, as we see Kushida for the first time in a GWA ring, the newest signee. Ooh, into an ankle lock. The time splitter. Signed to a full-time GWA contract. Oh, baby, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Kushida now double teamed and sent out of the ring, but surprising display of sportsmanship there from Alex Zane. Oh, Kushida evading. We get Rouge involved now. First look at Rouge from Los Ricos against Alex Zane from Camp Firefly. A reminder that the winner of this, not only does the winning team split the winner's share of the purse, but the individual who scores the pinfall or submission victory will become the #1 contender to the GWA Junior strap and face Jonathan Gresham in our next show. Now Rouge sent into the corner, but quickly countered there and out of it. Zane and Rouge circling each other as we pass the 5-minute mark in this one. Zane trying to fight behind Rouge. No such luck. Rouge able to counter and hit a suplex. Zane trying to position Rouge for something. Oh, nice pump handle slam there. A precursor to the taco driver, perhaps.
Break.
Able to counter Rouge twice there. It's time into a roll-up position before Zane decides to let Mark Andrews have a crack at it. He immediately tags in Hikaru Shida for the Red Squad. All 6 of these individuals would love a shot at the richest junior prize in the GWA, and Jonathan Gresham as the title holder. And they've gone to earn it first by fighting their way through this contest. Cover there in a 1 count. Crowd appreciative of Hikaru Shida's ability to count out, or excuse me, to kick out. Nice head scissor takeover there from Andrews. Sending Shida into the blue corner. Always smart to keep your opposition on your side of the ring. Shida there able to secure her way back to the red side of things and get Kushida back involved. Now we have Hikaru Shida and Kushida on the same squad. I didn't consider that before booking this one. Oh man, high angle Boston Crab. Look at that lion tamer from Kushida there. Back to the attack they go. Oh, rolls through into the armbar. But unfortunately too close to the ropes. Kushida now trying to muscle Alex Zane back to the red corner. In aid of tagging Rush into the action. Oh, Rush suffers an enziguri from Zane.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, shooting star press into the cover. Rush out at 1. I saw neither Kushida nor Kushida in there to save things. Confident that the partner was going to be able to kick out. Swinging DDT out of the corner from Zane to Rush. Off the ropes he comes. Oh, Rush stands up before he gets hit with anything. Takes Kushida in. Zane able to thwart the double team attempt. Tags after Mark Andrews. Fresh opponents on both sides of the ring now. Back to that high angle Boston Crab from Kushida, just punishing Mark Andrews. That lion tamer variation of the Boston. Going to great effect there by Kushida, formerly of NXT by way of New Japan Pro Wrestling, now a permanent part of the GWA. Oh, nice counter there from Andrews, drops Kushida, who's able to recover quickly, jumping forearm off the ropes. Oh, capo kick. Oh, Andrews tags out to Natalya. Kushida smartly also freshens things up for their squad. Gets Hikaru Shida involved. Now the two female halves, or the female third of this matchup, involved. Falcon Arrow there from Hikaru Shida. Almost gets the pin on Natalya, just like that. As he saw her teammates in to run defense for her. Oh, sharpshooter in the center of the ring now. Both women trading finishing maneuvers here. Oh, and a Falcon Arrow to Natalya. Or from Natalya, excuse me. A Kushida in there to break it up. Hikaru Shida's got to make a tag soon. They're in a world of trouble, like since hitting their version of the Falcon Arrow. Natalya has had the upper hand up until that strike exchange. Boom, big knee to the back of the head of Natalya. Oh, Canadian backbreaker. Natalya's got her up. This could do it. Oh, Shida able to break free. Yes, coconut crushing Natalya's head over her own knee and tagging out to her fellow country person, Kushida. Meanwhile, Natalya, recognizing the danger she's in, tags out to Alex Zane. Zane and Kushida now the legal fighters. What's Zane got in mind here? Whoa, nice head scissor takeover out of the corner. Sending Kushida back to the center of the ring and then enziguris him back down to the mat. Then cracks his back for him. What a series of offense here from Alex Zane. Now he's got something set up. Super kick under the chin. Kushida quickly takes out to Rush, or this thing would have been over. A strike exchange initiated. You saw Kushida there trying to set up some double team offense, but nothing doing. Rush too focused on that strike battle with Alex Zane. Trying to stop their momentum. Boom, and a big drop kick to the mush off the ropes might do it. Oh, a nice clothesline there from Rush. They've been to the top of the mountain in the GWA before, a former GWA junior heavyweight champion in their own right. Would love to get that opportunity once again. The only way to do that is to be the successful victor of this one, whether you're the person who gets the pinfall or submission victory. You will become the #1 contender, and your teammates and you will split the winner's share of the prize. Alex Zane stealing the double overhead power from Rush. Natalya's the legal person from Team Blue in the ring, though. Unable to capitalize immediately. Too close to the ropes on this roll-up attempt. Rush has got to fight his way back to the corner. There he goes. There he goes. Able to evade that suplex. Tags Kushida in. Kushida and Natalya now. Natalya momentarily confused. Kushida able to take advantage of that distraction. Locking in armbar, but Zane's able to break it up quickly. As we are past the 20-minute mark in this one. Submissions are extra deadly as everyone is worn down at this point. You really got to hustle to break up a submission attempt. Oh, nice suplex there from Natalya. Working on Kushida in aid of that sharpshooter. Oh, Hurricane run into the pin. Zane kicking them over before the 2 count. Kushida now pulling Natalya back into his corner. Excellent psychology there, trying to prevent her. Oh, there it is! Small package driver! Got her! Kushida! New to the league, successful in their first match, instantly crowned #1 contender to the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. Please welcome to the roster, Kushida, winning with what they call the small package bomb, not the small package driver. Either way, God's last gift, whatever you want to call it. A heck of a move. Finishes that one off. My word. We still got 4 more matches, including a GWA Tag Team Championship contest as Johnny Gargano and Walter, representing Dragon Dojo, will be defending the belts against Tony Storm and Bronson Reed of Demon Club. Let's get down to the ring immediately and see how this one is going to shake out. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, calling the action here. Johnny Gargano and Tony Storm starting things off. Jonathan Gresham, stablemate of these two gentlemen, currently in possession of the GWA Junior Heavyweight title. The GWA Tag Team straps, currently in possession of Walter and Johnny Gargano, pending the outcome of this matchup. And Daniel Bryan, leader of Dragon Dojo, later tonight as a one-on-one confrontation with Xavier Woods and an opportunity to dethrone him and become GWA Heavyweight Champion. The Dragon Dojo rolling here in the final year of G1, of the first generation of GWA competition. All they're really missing are the 6-person tag team belts, declaring them best stable. Quick tag out, freshening things up on the championship end. Walter in, legal against Tony Storm. You see the nice display of sportsmanship there by the Iron Golem of the GWA, allowing Tony Storm first back into the ring and then not really putting up much opposition to allow Bronson Reed to get the tag in. And now the two heavyweights in this one, Bronson Reed and Walter, going back and forth, and Walter coming out on top. Not the fanciest moveset in the world, but Walter puts every ounce of his being into everything he does in the ring. Beautiful butterfly suplex. Bronson Reed shrugs it off, tries to send Walter into the ropes. Walter shrugs that off. Bronson Reed accounting himself well. Nicely done, putting some offense together here. Sorry, Walter a little off his game there. Take it to Gargano quickly. Nice double team powerbomb to Bronson Reed. Trying to leave Johnny Gargano in a good spot coming into the matchup here. Reed able to counter, trying to fight their way back to the corner. You can see it in their eye. There they go. Tony Storm and Johnny Gargano. Once again, facing off with one another. And not shy about laying in the forearms. Gargano getting the better of that, tagging Walter in. It seems like the champion squad wants to get a matchup of Tony Storm and Walter together. At least Johnny Gargano wants to. Oh gosh! Oh, powerbomb counter by Tony Storm! What a no count. Walter hasn't really absorbed too much punishment, as you see him absorb that drop kick to the chest from Storm. Nice counter to the suplex there. Obviously the height and weight advantage in the corner of Walter, but you know how to use your opponent's weight against them. Should be able to handle yourself well, and Tony Storm with low burst and stuff like that. There are no weight limits? Well, there are. Or gender discrepancies here in the GWA. If you can fight, you can fight. Now, after some time with Storm and Walter, they get Gargano back involved. Straight into the Gargano escape after that double powerbomb. This is the strategy from the champions. Use Walter to wear down Tony Storm and then have Gargano come in and pick up the pieces. Oh, Kudo driver! Oh, drops Gargano on the top of his head. Immediately into a cover on her own. Almost puts Gargano away. Walter just saved the matchup there. Whoa, that was close. Storm able to dim the lights, and now the Storm Zero. her variation of the Tiger Driver, but unfortunately, wrong side of the ring, or Storm may have put Gargano away. Telling Walter to kiss her backside as she tags in Bronson Reed. Whoa, Gargano able to sneak to the corner to get Walter back in the match. Bronson Reed, the Demon Club, versus Walter for the Dragon Dojo. Bronson Reed trying to send Walter out of the ring, unable to do so. Elects instead to drag him away from the ropes. What a kick to the side of the head that was from Bronson Reed. Haven't seen that out of him too often. Walter likewise trying to get Bronson out of the ring, unsuccessful in doing so. Oh, trying again. Didn't quite throw him as far as he wanted, but still a released German suplex to Bronson Reed. Now the two men are going back and forth. Walter once again just pummeling his opponent to the canvas. Oh, big chop. Nice follow-away slam there from Reed. Now Walter is sent to the floor. But Gargano immediately in to try to cut Bronson Reed off. Boom! He's hit by Reed. That allows a butterfly suplex to Bronson. And Reed is now tagged in. Or sorry, Gargano is tagged in. And for the moment at least, Bronson Reed was in the perfect position for the Gargano escape, which I believe Johnny just attempted. Bronson Reed able to fight him off and get Tony Storm tagged in. Oh, another Kudo driver to the top of Gargano's head. Drags him away from the ropes. Into the cover. Reed running defense. Oh, Gargano barely able to escape once more. Follow up with a headbutt. Oh, almost puts him down again. Smart work there from Storm. Has her momentum cut off with that DDT though. Step over face lock. Good gracious me. Bronson Reed able to tag up and thwart that submission attempt. Tiger Driver. Storm Zero. Got him. Tony Storm has Johnny Gargano's number. And we've got new tag team champions of the world. Tony Storm and Bronson Reed. Cool. New champs all over the place in this one. Yeah, only Penta has been able to successfully defend their title thus far. Strong Zero, her version of the Tiger Driver. Walter is having to tag up. I may have jinxed it by talking about how well Dragon Dojo was doing, as they just lost the tag straps. Coolio. All right, now this match started out as I have to do a couple filler matches each card, right? Like the tag team competition earlier between the North and Wardlow and Bray Wyatt right here in match number 2 was initially like there wasn't a match there, but we had 8 other slots filled with title matches and contendership matches. So we're gonna, round out the card to try to get as many people in the building as possible. This singles match between Pete Dunne and Daichi Hashimoto, out of all the combinations of wrestlers I could put together in this particular slot, literally brought 11,000 people to the show to watch Pete Dunne versus Daichi Hashimoto. That's how apparently insanely popular Daichi Hashimoto is. So, actually, and this is me like peeling the curtain back a little bit, I could have given Hashimoto the GCW title shot and drawn more fans to the arena and done Pete Dunne versus Samoa Joe, but I wanted Joe versus Jack instead. So, in service of that, we first get this singles matchup between Dragon Dojo member Daichi Hashimoto and Major League Grappler Pete Dunne. Let's go ahead and get down to the ring for this very special singles contest with nothing else on the line but pride, really. Pete Dunne in the maroon singlet reminiscent of Steven or William Regal. Daichi Hashimoto in the black, blue, gold, and white, reminiscent of Daichi Hashimoto. Hashimoto will be looking to effectively use strikes, particularly kicks, and soften up Pete Dunne for that dangerous DDT. Meanwhile, Pete Dunne is looking to soften up his opponent for the bitter end. Flurry of offense exchanged here in the early going between these two gentlemen. Hogan will Boston Crab. Early attempt there from Hashimoto, easily countered by Dunn. As we've stated, Daichi Hashimoto likes to use kicks to knock out their opponent and finish them off with a dangerous DDT, first popularized by their father, New Japan Pro Wrestling legend Shinya Hashimoto. No information on whether or not Pete Dunne is related to, what was it, Steve Dunne, partner of Timothy Well in the tag team Well Done. I joke, they're not related whatsoever, but would be funny. It's not like AEW's Paige Cage problem. Hashimoto starting to pull away on offense here. You see those kicks in the midsection, trying to commit Grand Theft Oxygen on his opponent. Working away at their cardiovascular conditioning with every shot. Oh my goodness me! What a face plant there from Pete Dunne. Into the butterfly suplex. The bruiserweight Pete Dunne, a bit of a suplex machine. Low key. Oh no, nice modified leg lock there from Hashimoto. But Pete Dunne again able to fight his way free immediately. And then it's gut check time for Hashimoto. The ropes comes Daichi. Sliding kick to the rib cage of Pete Dunne. And then a flurry of kicks to the torso and head of Pete Dunne. Hashimoto rolling now. Suplexing Pete Dunne to the floor. Hashimoto dazed himself with that. Smartly retreating to the center of the ring to catch their wind. Too much too soon from Hashimoto there. Oh, another gut check. So that flurry of offense may have winded Hashimoto, allowing Pete Dunne to change things to their advantage. Nice suplex. Pete Dunne keeping it rolling with a butterfly. Oh, a big forearm to the side of the head drops Hashimoto. And now Hashimoto's the one suplexed to the outside. First one up though, and he's able to roll back in for Pete Dunne. He's even back to his feet. Unfortunately for Hashimoto though. Oh, hang on. Oh, I thought he might be going for the dangerous DDT there. But suplexing Pete Dunne over is Hashimoto. Oh, man! That layout suplex. Oh, and then a low kick from Hashimoto, dropping Dunne. I guess he felt disrespected by that variation of the suplex there to Daichi Hashimoto. But Pete Dunne does not care. The third gut check of the matchup.
10 minutes gone.
Working on the midsection of Hashimoto. Into the bitter end from Pete Dunne, but Hashimoto's right to back to his feet. Only to get butterfly suplex once more by Dunne. Unfazed by the no-selling of his finishing maneuver is the bruiserweight, who continues the onslaught. And, oh, butterfly suplex countered this time. Dunne sent to the floor. Hashimoto back to the center of the ring to catch his breath. Both men have endured quite the punishment in this one. Oh, nice. Pete Dunne's starting to pull away, though. Oh, I say that, and he gets dropped with a DDT. Oh, penalty kick. And then another one to the side of the head of Pete Dunne. Center of the ring they are. Changing strikes. Oh my goodness me. Hashimoto may kick his head off. And there's a boot to the midsection into the cover. 1, 2. Pete Dunne barely able to escape. Barely rolls the shoulder before the count of 3. Dunne thinks he's got it. Thinks he's outsmarted Hashimoto. Gets kicked down to the canvas though. Oh! Forearms Hashimoto over the ropes to the outside. Dunne looking to follow up on the floor. No countouts or DQs out here. As we pass the 14-minute mark in this one. What a spirited singles contest this is. No wonder 11,000 people showed up specifically for it. Huge suplex by Pete Dunne, but Daishi Hashimoto rolls through. Not the second time. Pete Dunne pressing the advantage on the floor. Oh, spin kick to the back of the head of Pete Dunne may have evened the playing field there. Both men roll back in. Pete Dunne with the butterfly countered again. Sent back out to the floor. Hashimoto catching his breath. Pete Dunne doing the same. Both men staring the other down. And here we go once more. Suplex counter by Daichi. Has Pete Dunne in his sights. Off the ropes. Big leg Larry to the side of the head. Sends him off the ropes again. Step kick to the face. German with the bridge. 1, 2, 3. Hashimoto wins. Oh, and I fought through a tickle in my throat for like the last half of that matchup. Hang on. It is time to hydrate. What a match. What a match. Oh, it is time to hydrate. Okay. Wowzers. Oh, my eyes are watering. Pardon me 1 second here. That one took it out of me. My word. Hang on, I gotta cough some. Yikes. Alright, show must go on. Woo, baby. Not only do we have 2 more title matches to round out this card, a reminder that once we're done the GWA portion of our broadcast, we'll be switching over to where I, Rad Gnarly, am currently engaged in a heavyweight career in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I am currently on international excursion from New Japan, having just graduated from being a young lion, and I've picked myself a gimmick. You'll have to stay tuned to see what it is. I will introduce it very shortly into our playthrough on the second half of this broadcast. But before then, we got, like I said, 2 more title matches to go. After Jack Howard became GCW Heavyweight Champion and demanded that he no longer defend the belt in the first half of the card, popularity of both champion and title has skyrocketed to the point where if I don't put Jack Howard in the semi-main, I'm essentially losing out on thousands of audience members. Pardon me once more there. I'm always super paranoid about whether or not that works. Okay, I have it working properly. Okay. Jack Howard demands the best of the best competition. And when you need someone to contend for a title that at any point in time you could conceivably see as champion, you just slot Samoa Joe right in there. You just go like, oh, I got a Joe, I'll put Joe right there. So here we go with Samoa Joe challenging Jack Howard for the GCW strap. Samoa Joe infrequently uses the Muscle Buster, but I believe it's still part of their arsenal. We'll be looking to lock on that Coquina clutch, I can guarantee. Meanwhile, Hollywood hunk Jack Howard with the blonde mullet uses the package pile driver as their primary finishing maneuver. Not that they don't have other devastating members of their arsenal. Likewise, Samoa Joe, no slouch in the offense department himself. Champion Hollywood hunk Jack Howard off to an early advantage in the opening minutes here. The rodeo stretch from the champion. Looking to wear down the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. In Samoa, is Samoa Joe just Joe? Like, do they just announce him as being Joe? It's not like Bret Hart was ever like Canada Bret. Though I guess you could argue in Montreal at Survivor Series 97, he was very much Canada Bret. Man, hard to shake off that little tickle. Both men back and forth with the chops. Jack Howard winning that exchange, but took everything he had out of him. Dropped him to the canvas as well. Follows things up with a short arm clothesline off the top. Elbow drop to the midsection of Samoa Joe. Trying to position him somewhere where he can get a good pin attempt off, but it is very difficult to do in the southern quadrant of the ring. As you see him moving him over to the eastern quadrant now.
Give up. Give up.
Trying to take his wind away. Nice TKO from the champ there. Jack Howard rocking and rolling into the cover.
2.
Solid 2 count there against Joe. You gotta get something going here
5 minutes gone.
as we just reached the 5-minute mark. Gotta see a bit of life out of the challenger yet. Another short arm clothesline from the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard. Looking to successfully defend their GCW championship here in the semi-main event of this 10-match supercard. Spiking Samoa Joe on the top of their head with a brainbuster. Oh, and then in turn getting spiked with a Uranagi from Joe. Too close to the ropes that time. Another brainbuster to Samoa Joe. Jack Howard not messing around once he's able to hit that heavy-duty offense. Brings it out in spades. Joe fending him off for the moment. Nice back elbow drops the champ. Another brainbuster to Samoa Joe. Misses the kick there. Was Howard. Joe counter now and sent to the outside. Nice display of sportsmanship there by the leader of the industry, Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, your current GCW champion. Allowing Samoa Joe to return to the ring in their own time. Some would say that just speaks to the cockiness of the champion as you see a butterfly with a bridge here. Almost puts Joe down. As we said, challenger's got to get something rolling here. Looking to start something off with that snap suplex. 2 in a row for Joe. As we approach the 10-minute mark. Oh, nice STF on the champion here. Has no choice but to break free of his own volition. There we go. No way he could reach the ropes from there. Now Samoa Joe's starting to wake up. Perhaps he has Greg Valentine syndrome where he doesn't get rolling until 10 minutes have passed. Another short arm clothesline from Howard. And another snap suplex from Joe, but Howard able to roll through. Stands up but is dazed.
10 minutes
Still able to recover. Hit the TKO on Joe into the cover. This could do it, and it does. A convincing and successful title defense for the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard against Samoa Joe. Your reigning and defending GCW champion, the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, in the worst match on the card by a long shot. Wow. Did that ever drag down the overall quality of the entire show? Well, that's okay. Oh, we were in the 90s, and that put us out of the 90s. I mean, we're still close. No pressure, boys, but it's up to the main event to save it. All right. I mean, anything over an 80% is considered a successful show, but I like, we were crushing it up until literally one match. Anyway, we have a main event to go, and let's see if it can deliver, as unlikely GWA heavyweight champion Xavier Woods is continuing their reign, as they have personally requested that Daniel Bryan contend for the belt against them. Xavier Woods looking to prove themselves against the more foundational members of the GWA roster, and Daniel Bryan unlikely to turn down a title shot. So here we are in the main event. Xavier Woods defending the belt against Daniel Bryan. Now Xavier Woods, as we know, took that training sabbatical to Japan and came back with a much more developed striking game, using a lot of palm strikes in their offense, and have sort of switched up their finisher from being that Tenryu style back elbow off the top, which they still use to great effect, but their primary finisher now is a shining wizard. Daniel Bryan, of course, sticking with the yes lock. Some cockiness out of the champion in the early going there, suplexing Daniel Bryan to the floor. And then showing some cheek. Once again now sending Daniel Bryan to the floor with a body slam this time as the champion. Trying to keep the American Dragon off their game a little bit. Psychological warfare by the GWA heavyweight champion of the world, Xavier Woods. who defeated Samoa Joe for that honor. I would like to point out Samoa Joe, who was just handily defeated by Jack Howard in that previous contest. Back to the drawing board for Samoa Joe. I don't think we're going to be handing them any title shots again after that performance. Bryan sent to the corner. Nice back elbow there from Xavier Woods. Sent to the corner. Another back elbow there from the champ. Dragon screw from Daniel Bryan, trying to slow things down. So far, Xavier Woods has been in control of this one for the duration of this 3.5 minutes. Able to drop Daniel Bryan after that strike exchange. As we said, his strike game has gotten stronger and stronger since coming back from Japan. Tried that chin lock, but Daniel Bryan was able to break that quickly. Now some mid kicks from Daniel Bryan. Going to work on the midsection of Xavier Woods. Going to take their wind away. Oh, there we go. There we see the effective palm-based offense. Those palm strikes from Xavier Woods. Shades of Hall of Famer Kane. Past the 5-minute mark, you just heard the announcement. This one, a slower start than I was expecting, at least from Daniel Bryan's side of things. Perhaps they're playing more wait and see. Cover there, just a 1 count. Drop with the DDT. Xavier Woods is Daniel Bryan. Champion still with the offensive advantage here. Stringing some moves together. Daniel Bryan trying to even the playing field, getting those stomps in the corner. Again, working on the midsection, trying to take the breath away from one Xavier Woods. Nice pin attempt there. Solid 2 count against the champion from Daniel Bryan. Always one maneuver away from a potential pinfall. Is the savvy veteran Daniel Bryan, and there's that running knee strike, but Xavier Woods pops right back up to his feet. Divorce court DDT. And then Xavier Woods fights off an attempt at the S-lock as well. Sends the challenger off the ropes, but Daniel Bryan able to counter. Excellent resilience there from the champion. Boom, big back elbow. The small of the back. Spins into a cover there. Nice Hurricane Rana pin attempt. Just a 2 count. Daniel Bryan sucking wind here. Gotta get his breath back. Oh, another big boot to the side of the head. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Xavier Woods kicks out at 2.9. That move is when Daniel Bryan WrestleMania main events, but Xavier Woods able to roll the shoulder and hit a back elbow off the top to Daniel Bryan. Oh, in the center of the ring. Oh, I thought it might be going for the S-lock. Off the ropes again. Another big knee. Xavier Woods shrugs it off. Rolling Soma to the midsection of Daniel Bryan. Off the ropes comes Woods. Drops him with a clothesline. Retaliates with a dragon screw into a diving headbutt. Oh, super dangerous off the top. That can concuss both men. Xavier Woods able to shrug off most of the offense, but a yes-lock locked in. Woods has got to break this. He's not going to be able to reach the ropes. Able to break free. His champion Xavier Woods once again coming off the ropes. Huge drop kick to the chest of Daniel Bryan. Oh, small package. 1, 2. Woods out at 2. The longer this goes, the more the challenger's getting into it. Xavier Woods looking for that knockout shot to put it away, but Daniel Bryan once again into the S-lock.
Give up. Give up.
Woods escapes. Back and forth they go. Punches and kicks. Enziguri wins. Oh, and then Daniel Bryan's hit by the brainbuster. Xavier Woods drags him away from the ropes. Oh, and then a buzzsaw kick to the side of Woods' head. Oh no! Daniel Bryan inadvertently runs into the ref. Throat thrust. 1, 2. Oh, that wouldn't have even been a 3, but that's okay. Pin attempt not seen by the referee. buzzsaw kick to Woods' head. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan is the new GWA champion. So many new champions tonight. Back and forth they went. I mean, it was okay. Could have been better. Man, we really pooped up the last 2 matches. That's not gonna increase my average. All right. Well, it ended kind of blech, but the rest of the show was amazing. So let's go with that. And the people that left only left at the beginning. Yep, we have a new GWA champion. Lawler won their belt back. Blackwood of New Japan won the Stardom belt, junior belts. We have new tag team champions. We had a lot of people show up. There is no bigger venue we can possibly book, but we're going to try to fill this sucker. All right, around the league, 12 of 12. Nothing happened? You have nothing to tell me? That's weird. Usually it has like stuff to tell me there, and not just nothing. Okay, nothing noteworthy happened. Nothing at all. That's strange. Now, who wants a raise? Because they always do. There's always going to be a group of people that are like, I need more money. Okay, broadcast contract expired, but we have a new one that kicks in right away. Okay, Aleister Black wants money. See, there's always somebody. Solo wants some money. No problem. Tyler Bate. Bray Wyatt. Okay, and then we were featured in a Latin magazine. Coolio. Shall we host our own company party? It's a chance to improve relations with other promotions. Absolutely. Impact has challenged us to a cross-promotional event using our wrestling style. Do we accept the challenge? Well, this puts a slight damper into everything that we were going to do in terms of the next weekly show, but sure, why not? Why not? I know what we're gonna do. Oh, I can't. Dang it, I was gonna see if I could put it in a cage. I was gonna see if I could do a cage match. Okay. Okay, so we were doing a 5-match card against Impact on one of our last things. I was going to see if I could book it like as cage matches, so that I could essentially do like Impact versus GWA in a lockdown show. But that's okay. That's the first time we've ever done one of these. That'll be fun. Okay, so everything we've just done, like #1 contender wise, etc., all of that is now bumped a week because we have a show against Impact to do. In fact, we might do the show against Impact and then the next week anyway, and then just do a little bit less of my career. Okay, first off, let me go to the training center and do these repairs before we deal with those that need raises. Gotta invest. And really, it's gonna take 5. Like, it's 5 matches. It's only gonna be 5 people. I don't want to win the Impact belt. I don't want to, but if we end up doing it, fine. But like, okay, how do we do merchandise-wise? Wow! Action figures and photos, huh? No problem, we can roll with those next time. Okay, broadcast contract. We still have one. Yeah. 50% or more. So even our worst match was like a 62. So I think we're gonna be okay. 300 grand a month for 2 years. So this is essentially the rest of our time in this generation. We are good to go. Our sponsor contracts are the same. Yeah, we're going to be keeping these for the duration as well. So we get $393,000 a month just from sponsorships, which is dope. We'd make some merchandise later. All right, human resource time. Let's get down to, let's see. Oh, it's Aleister Black. So let's get over to the Major League Grapplers. Aleister Black wanted a raise. There you go. All right, no problem. So, darling, there's your raise. Enjoy. And now, Is everybody in? Yeah, everyone in a faction. There's your raise, Tyler Bate. There you go. And then Bray Wyatt also wants one. Wowzers! You're already making 49 grand. I'm just gonna do a medium one for you. Okay. Now we have a 5-on-5. This also gives Kevin Blackwood an opportunity to lose our Stardom Junior belt that we have to get back anyway. Okay, we have a 5-match versus Impact card coming up next month, I have to remember. I did those consultations, I did the training center stuff. Okay, I'm set to leave Fire Promoter for the moment and get back to my career for the last half of this broadcast. Actually, wait. We're only an hour and a half in. What if I just burned through the Impact thing quick? No, it's not necessarily quick. I want to play as my character because I worked hard on it. Alright. Let's get out of Fire Promoter. We'll figure it out. Next week, we'll probably just end up doing 2 GWA cards. Fighting Road. Heavyweight Track. Now, I had to wrestle a match off stream because the place that I had saved it, I changed some of the moves, but I wasn't able to like change the look and name and everything. But I definitely have a gimmick now, and I definitely have adjusted my moveset to reflect that. So just as soon as we get in here. Okay, before any of this happens, today's match is 3 versus 3 against Carts. Now they're trying to feud me with a character called Carts Rowdy. I think they're called like the Python or something like that, or like something snake related. Okay, so in the tradition of the Great Muda, the Great Kabuki, the Great Okarn, and to a much lesser extent, the Great Kali, since I am technically in this universe of this heavyweight New Japan Pro Wrestling talent, a Japanese native now visiting America, let's go with the stereotypical gimmick they always give Japanese people. So I introduce you to our new character for our excursion, and once we go back to New Japan, the Great Googly Moogly. So our finisher is the Moogly Salt. Actually, I have a bit of moveset stuff I need to update.
Shoot,
like these two. So that goes there. And that turns into the front row kick. And I have to change these. Okay. So I gotta do all that. Look at it all. Every move has a voice. Everything I do has a voice. Okay, axe kick, that's no good. Well, that's fun, but it's not like I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use this silly front drop kick. Okay. So for now, all of that is exactly how I want it. That's right. We are no longer Rad Gnarly. We are the Great Googly Moogly. So let's get down to the 3-on-3 competition and see what's up. Was there something else I wanted to move around? I'll think of it later. Today's match is 3 versus 3 against Cart Rowdy's team. I'll show them who's boss today, says Moogly. You glad we're paired up for your first tag team match? Of course, you're a great competitor. Ah yes, heap on the praise. Let's win that audience over by beating Carts to a pulp. See, I do a lot of my conversing backstage because once I am out there amongst the crowd, I have to play Googly Moogly, and they just make a lot of noises. As you shall soon see. Yes! The Great Googly Moogly teaming up with Steel Johnson and Sam Blocks against Carts Rowdy, who's the one in silver there that's like bouncing back and forth. Dag Boomer in the yellow here, and then Mr. Cobra in the like full dress and chain. That's pretty fun. All right, best of luck, fools, against the Great Googly Moogly. Oh, it looks so